A tactical welcome back to the channel, everybody. Right, enough said. Microphone off.
This is another Airsoft Mike production.
Okay, mic back on, because this is the point of this video. These two bad boys look almost identical. This one being Armourer Works, this one being Double Bell. In fact, if you look on the side, an absolute carbon copy of each other. There's no difference. Maybe, yes, on the finish, one is slightly glossy, one is a bit more matte finished. But they're the same thing. Until you get to the rear section, just at the base of the mag itself, the standard mags, which is what they look like. You can see there, that extra piece there is stopping me from putting anything on other than the specific airsoft pistol this is marketed for. But if you look at everything else on here, on that plate section here and there, again, carbon copies. Let me just turn them around. Pretty much carbon copies of each other again, apart from the obvious, the colour scheme and the two different brands. Again, almost carbon copies, apart from the very back here, and that extra piece of metal right there, which you don't have there. So literally that piece there is stopping me from putting in or on other brands of Glocks. And you've got the same again right here on the front. And if you look at the magazine lips right here, pretty much identical. I mean, look again at the sides, carbon copies. The only differences now left to show you is on the front. So the actual wheel that you spin, you can see there's a difference in design here to that one. And when you look at the actual markings, that shows you which way around to turn these things. You can see the little design, the little pictures are different. And that's it. Everything else identical. So that begs the question, is it a case of simply undoing these hex screws, swapping them over, will mean Bob's your uncle? Well, again, I can see a slight difference there, but that's just like a design thing on the front there. But essentially, they are the same mags. I'll tell you what, let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. I'm going to see if I can swap them over. Now, Obviously, I'm going to empty it of everything, gas and BBs. I'll do it manually, but partially, I'm going to do it the fun way. Come on! Okay, so this is what it looks like once you remove the top. Now, I just need to take that one off. I'll be right back. I am convinced these bad boys came from the same factory. Anyway, who knows, maybe they just both have the same blueprint. Anyway, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the actual mag section that I took from the Armourer Works onto the double bell. By the way, you can see a slight difference here. This is where the BBs are fed from there, yeah? And there. You can see a slight difference in that hole, but that should make no difference whatsoever. Now, if you're wondering why don't I just use the Armourer Works one for my various different Glock types? Well, that's not really the point of this video. Yes, I wanted to showcase this double bell one, but I also wanted to make sure that people are aware that not all double bell drum mags, even though they may look identical, are created equal, because this one clearly says you can use Glock type pistols on it, but it's very limited to the type. You can use the Armourer Works one for various different Glock types. However, I'm not going to lie, I prefer an all black drum mag. Hold on, those of you already in the know will probably know already that these little red sections here, they're like bumpers on these mags, okay? And the same with the black ones on the double bell, they can actually come off. And because they look identical, I guarantee you could swap them over. And then my Armourer Works will be all black. But again, that's not the point of this video. I just wanted to know if it was possible to swap out this mag section from these various drum mags, specifically in this video, double bell and Armourer Works, and the answer is yes. But does it work? Hold on, I'm going to get BBs back in here, I'm going to fill this back up with some gas, and we'll see. I'll be right back. Actually, no, I'm not going anywhere. I want you to watch me as I put the gas in. Ready? Please don't leak. Sounds good so far. That's just the sound of the gas going in. Sounds good. That's enough. Okay, I've filled it up with BBs. Let's see if it feeds correctly. Looking good. So now, this is the double bell drum mag. Let me just start on semi first to make sure it works. iPro on. Yeah, baby, full auto. That works. Nice. So yeah, they are interchangeable. However, I must stress, I emptied both drums of BBs, emptied the system of gas, so they were completely empty before I started doing any of this. So you would think it's a given that the actual double bell mag that I took from the double bell drum should fit on the Armourer Works drum, right? Well, kinda. From the front, nice, flush, but if I turn it around, look, not so much on the rear. However, just a little encouragement. Should see you right, and you just pop your screws in. And there you go, nice. I now have the double bell mag with its cheeky little restrictions there, those 2 bars of metal, on the Armourer Works drum mag. And I think I might just leave it like that, because again, it now makes this black double bell one much more, or should I say, a bit more universal in terms of airsoft Glocks.